Hey, welcome back to Evolve with Unique. It's your girl Carolyn. So today I want to talk about the concept behind like attracts like, because a lot of us struggle with staying disciplined. A lot of us struggle with self-sabotage. A lot of us struggle with connecting to healthy relationships, or having solid friendships in our lives where someone we know, it seems like we're not constantly going through issues with people that are in our circle. And so the idea behind like attracts like is the way you think, right? The way you live your life. I realized this concept when it felt like I was constantly living the same type of a pattern in different areas of my life. And I started questioning those things. And what I realized was it has a lot to do with your thinking, how you feel about yourself, right? That negative self talk, your values, your belief system, what you've learned over the years. And so, for example, if you grew up in a household where you constantly saw your parents hustling or struggling, and then they always told you money doesn't grow on trees, then you grew up thinking that it was hard to obtain money, right? You grew up thinking that you had to work extremely hard to obtain things, or if you saw your parents struggle, you ended up subconsciously thinking that once you have money, it's hard to hold on to. And so a lot of people, as soon as they get money, it's like they want to spend it so fast. They spend it on frivolous things. And a lot of times people spend money that they don't even have, right? Sometimes people spend money because they're trying to keep up with the Joneses, right? They're trying to keep up with appearances. And so it's a mindset. And once you can shift your mindset, once you can figure out what really makes you happy, then it will create your future, right? What we do today creates our future. So if we're in a negative mindset today, if we're telling ourselves that things are hard, if we're telling ourselves, oh my gosh, this is happening, a bill is due, oh my gosh, I don't think this is going to work out for me, those words are creating the future for you. So that's why it's important. Obviously you can't walk around positive all the time. That's not realistic. But don't allow yourself to stay and dwell in those negative emotions. Find healthy tools that you can use to shift your mindset when you feel yourself going to a dark place. Because it's important. At the end of the day, whatever you might be going through, it's important to feel your emotions. If you feel angry in that moment, if you feel sad, find healthy ways to deal with those emotions. Writing in your journal, meditating, going for walks, working out. Those are all things you can do that are healthy to express or deal with your emotions. But allow yourself to deal with them in that moment, and then allow yourself to release it, right? So that you can get back into that positive self-talk. I know I can do this. It may be a struggle, but I know I can do it. I've overcome challenges before, right? And so when you constantly tell yourself these things, slowly but surely you'll start to see a shift. And the reality is, we are not guaranteed success in life. We're not. There's nowhere out there that says you are guaranteed to be successful in your life. However, if you're constantly taking the actions and and you believe in yourself that this is going to work, then what you're doing is you're creating the atmosphere for that. And as I said before, what you think is typically what creates your future. So you just have to be patient. A lot of times we're not patient with, you know, we're not patient with the things that we want in our life. A lot of times we want them when we want them, and that's not how things work. A lot of times things come in divine timing. A lot of times things come when it's meant for you to receive them, right? A lot of times we can be so patient when it comes to dealing with these toxic relationships, but we can't be patient with sowing into ourselves. We can't be patient with loving on ourselves and living a healthier lifestyle and waiting for God to bless us with the things that we really want. But you have to be patient. You can't give up so easily. And start leading your life by example. If you know that there are certain things that you want to manifest in your life, then you really have to start creating the atmosphere for that. And so, even for me, when I first started this journey, it was very hard for me to stay disciplined. When I first started this journey, it was very hard for me to, constantly have positive self-talk and tell myself that, Carolyn, I believe in you. Because for so long, I didn't believe in myself. For so long, I allowed myself to be controlled by my emotions. So I lacked self-discipline. And so this is a learned behavior that I had, right? I'm 37. So for 36 years of my life, that was a learned behavior of unhealthy thinking, of unhealthy patterns. And so it's going to take me time to reprogram that and start showing up for myself on a day-to-day basis. Start, being more self-disciplined. Start, waking up and having more positive self-talk, right? It's a process. You can't expect things to just turn right away on this journey. Everything takes time. You just have to be patient with yourself. You have to be easy on yourself. And that's what this is about. It's about getting to know yourself, right? Believing in the things that you could do, and then taking the action to do it. And then also knowing that, listen, if let's say you're 20, 50, however old you are, if for that amount of time of your life you've been operating one way and now you're trying to shift it because you understand that the way you've been living your life is not helping you, it's keeping you stagnant, it's making you miserable, and now you want to start doing things to implement healthier behavior or healthier circumstances, then you have to be patient with yourself. And you have to be intentional every single day to show up for yourself and to believe in yourself and to know that you can do this. It's just going to take time. But if you give up so easily, if you get frustrated so easily, if you start with a negative self-talk so easily, then that is going to just continuously keep you stagnant and hinder your progress. So be easy with yourself and believe in yourself, because trust me, like I told you before, once upon a time I didn't believe in myself. And there are a lot of things that I'm doing today that I'm like, sometimes I look at my posts or videos and I'm like, oh my gosh, Carolyn, I'm so proud of you. Damn, you've come a long way. And it's because I believe in the things that I'm doing. It's because I believe that I'm able and capable of doing these things. And as we know, practice makes perfect. So the more you show up for yourself every single day, the more you're taking action to create the best version of you, or sow into yourself and heal the trauma and heal, any negative self-talk that you have about yourself, the more you're going to grow, the more you're going to feel good about yourself, right? Because a lot of us have very low self-esteem. A lot of us are very insecure. And one thing I do know, if you're saying that you value yourself, you respect yourself, if you're saying that you deserve healthy circumstances, then you cannot constantly attach yourself to negative, low vibrational people. You can't constantly place yourself in negative situations where someone is making you feel like you're not worthy, making you feel like you're not valued. Because subconsciously, you staying in that type of environment, you're pretty much just nailing it into your head that you aren't worthy, right? Because at the end of the day, when you know you're worthy, when you know your worth, and when you value yourself, you will not put up with people's BS. You will not surround yourself with people like that, right? Because it affects you. You may not see it, but it does. And so unconsciously, you start doing things to self-sabotage yourself. Unconsciously, you start doing things to not show up for yourself and not be able to have that self-discipline. But it's in those moments when you live your life by example, you lead by example, you start showing up for yourself. You remove the things that no longer serve you. If somebody's wasting your time and your energy and they're showing that they're low vibrational, you walk away from it and you distance yourself, because you understand that energy is contagious. So I just wanted to share this message to say, shift your thinking. It's time to shift your thinking. Start believing in yourself. Start believing in your worth. And the more you do that, the more those creative juices start flowing. the more you'll feel good about yourself, and the more you'll feel like you can accomplish anything in this world. So if you need help on your journey, go check out my website, www.evolvewithunique.com. If you like this message, don't forget to hit the like button. And thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Have a wonderful day.